I initially saw the ad in the video, and it grabbed me. It just called to me, and I instantly knew that I wanted to be a part of it. I was excited, apprehensive, and I don't know how to describe this, but I just knew that whatever happened would be the right thing. So yeah, I kind of felt at peace about it all. So I just knew it would be a great experience. I just had this feeling in the back of my mind that I just knew if I pushed through, it would be beautiful in the end, and that's what I've got. I came on this trip for transformation, and I knew that doing things that I'd never done before, I knew I didn't like, would be the best thing for me. For a lot of people in life, they like really enjoy hiking, and oh my gosh, there's a waterfall, and for me, like, I could honestly take it or leave it. Like, I could enjoy the view from the boat just as much as I can from the top of the mountain. So because it wasn't my cup of tea, I think it was probably really good for me. I knew too, though, that I loved myself enough to keep pushing, and in the end, it has created this love for this trip. So part of what made it so magical was I knew going in that Chris is, the kind of mastermind processor, and so I kind of initially, thought that I would get a lot from him, and I did get a ton from him, but it's oftentimes when things are least expected that we'll get the most from them. Oftentimes, hidden gems are found in unexpected places, and I totally found that not only on this trip, but also in Matt. Actually coming in, I was afraid because I'd looked at his webpage and I saw his history, and I saw that all he had done. And when I first met him, I instantly felt at ease. He also instantly gained all of my respect. And part of what made it so magical is that he doesn't really say anything at all, yet he says everything all at once. And it takes a special gift to be able to relay information, anything, without saying anything at all. And he really has a gift there, and he doesn't think that he does, because he doesn't think that he's into any of that. But it was a great turning point for me, because I like to talk so much and I like to process so much, and to not do that with somebody and to just watch them and learn from them as they are without having to say a word was really magical. And I felt that was something that I really needed to see in my own life, to just do more, talk less, and it can have a way bigger impact than you would think. I don't feel like there's been like a shift. Like there hasn't been like, oh my gosh, there's been like this moment and it came back. But even before I came on this trip, my wife said that there will be a before Bali Meredith and an after Bali Meredith, and I totally believe in that. So part of that is getting my magic back, but also just staying grounded and keeping everything in perspective, and pursuing things to the fullest and giving it more. And I think through that, I will get my magic back. It's not just going to happen, it's going to come from work. And I think that this trip has set that foundation for me to believe in what work can produce in my life. Because it was so hard for me, I feel that it was even more transforming for me versus somebody that enjoyed it more. Like, it was good because not everything in life that is great for you is easy or do you enjoy. It's often through the hardships that you'll find the biggest gains and the biggest growths. And so I kind of accepted that this week. And sometimes I have a hard time accepting things, but the trip allowed me to accept a lot. I learned to trust more. I learned that my questions that I often ask people are distractions, and if I'll stop with a lot of distractions in my life, that things can come through faster and more powerful. I learned that I can do hikes and I can ride motorbikes in a third world country, And even though I don't love them, I learned that I could do them. You know, honestly, it was tough for me because it was tough love, and oftentimes in my life, I place meaning on things that I necessarily shouldn't because I overanalyze. But the best thing about it was that they were truths that I knew about myself, but I'd probably been avoiding. And to hear them out loud from others will push me to accept those truths and then be able to move past them versus avoiding them. I am a planner where I plan a trip and I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm usually the person that plans trips, and I love the ins and outs and knowing what's next. And I also like in my life to look forward to things. And so not knowing what was coming next, if it was negative or positive, it was really tough for me. I understand why they do it. I go through periods in my day-to-day life where I stay in airplane mode. So I mean, I really enjoyed it. The only part was not being able to communicate with my wife that I didn't enjoy, but I have no problem disconnecting. I know it's brilliant things happen when we disconnect. Oh, hell yeah. I absolutely am so glad I came. I do not regret one bit of it. I'm really glad I came, without a doubt. So it's different on a number of levels. First, I've never met anyone that is A, as well traveled, but is B, as has traveled at a depth that Matt has. So he has this level going into travel that, I mean, it was completely mind-blowing to me, and I feel like I've been a well-traveled person and I know very well-traveled people, but he completely opened up Pandora's box when it comes to traveling. So what people can get when they come on this trip is something that's really not offered. I mean, people aren't even really thinking outside the box like this, much less managing it and putting it together for people. Most people in the travel industry want to coddle their customers and do all that they can to make their customers happy. And yes, these guys wanted that too, but they weren't afraid to tell the truth and to push us when we needed to be pushed. And that's really important, and I respect that even more because that shows that they respect me, that they respect my life, and they want me and other people to have those transformations. They don't want to just collect the money and take us on a trip and that be it. Like they truly want to make difference in people's lives. If you felt any sort of pull in your gut, just any sort of just like intuition about it, just do it. Don't think about it. If you're apprehensive or scared, then it's probably not for you. But the people that know that this is for them, they'll know it. And I would just suggest you just go for it and just do it.